Hi, this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and there is a message for someone. Don't know who it is, but if it resonates with you, uh, this message is for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, you can check out other collective readings that are timeless. And yeah, so let's begin. I have the Witch's Tarot here, but in a miniature form. So we're going to use that. Let's see what this special message is for someone. We got the Two of Pentacles. There's trying to keep balance. Whoever you are, viewer, you're trying to keep your balance between things you hold of value. Your financial stability, the relationships that you have, your family, things like that. Like you're trying to keep everything in a balance. Let's see what else comes out. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment. So you're trying to maintain things, trying to bring things together so it all lines up. Your opportunities, your job, your finances, because you're trying to get this wish fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is the happy family, the your twin flame, your love, the one that you're seeking for, and you want that full connection. You want that family feeling. So you're trying to set something up to be able to receive that. Well, some people do that too. They get very ambitious and they start working on themselves, on their coin, and so that if and when they meet their other, that they'll have something to offer to be a plus in the relationship, and then you have that big old happy family, right? You can start building from there. So let's see what else is coming out with that. What else, universe? Got a special message for somebody. Making things possible to set yourself up so you can receive love. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're hard at work. You're also working on your Pentacles. This is a hard at work card, Seven of Pentacles. You're tending to your garden. You're practicing your self-care, and you're practicing your balance of your finances. You're resisting temptation of overbuying things you don't need. You're just going for exactly what you want. Like you're preparing everything so that it's nicely set. Like it's satisfying to you, which means if it's satisfying to you, that's the energy that comes out. To someone that comes into your life, they'll also have that matching energy. Let's see what else that we have. So you're balancing love, possible love, your wish of having that happy family, and you're working with balancing your money, your finances. Hey, what else do we have? Oh, well, there we go. And then later there's this opportunity that comes up. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Someone's going to come and offer you an opportunity, either a job offer, something you've been wanting, that falls along the lines of what you're building. Let's say you like caring for people, and then you have an opportunity to care for a certain group. Like if you were a daycare worker, and then next thing you know, you can help in the rehabilitation of children that had traumas because you've done some studies or something, and it's a chance for expansion in something you're already doing. So there's an opportunity coming your way, an offer. It's going to be presented to you. It's concerning work, career. It's to help increase your finances, but at the same time, your self-confidence in yourself, your self-value. It'll help you with your own expansion of yourself. So have your eyes open for opportunities coming your way, or check your emails sometimes too. Like maybe it went in a junk mail by mistake. So just keep an eye to see, like maybe you applied to a lot of places or something, and now they're calling you back. So go and see for fun if it by accident goes to your junk mail or something like that. You never know. That could be where that offer is at. But it could come from directly from a person or through a third party. But let's see how the reading goes. At the moment, you're feeling a little stuck. This is the Eight of Swords. You're feeling a little stuck, not seeing a way out from, I'd say from these cards, from your financial situation at the moment. You'd like to get out of it. You'd like to be able to make more for yourself. You'd be able to expand yourself. So there is an opportunity coming. Maybe it just came or it hasn't, but you still feel like there's a feeling of, it's like maybe you have a job offer, but you don't feel confident that you'd be able to do it. So you go into your own mind with these loopy thoughts and your own fears, and then you end up making yourself feel stuck. Because if she she's bound by the wrist, and she could feel around, allow herself to feel, and then there'd be a sharp edge. She could cut those restraints from her wrists. Then she could take the blinders off and look around her and actually see she's not really stuck. It only felt that way. Although her feelings are very valid, we also got to know where those feelings come from. Swords represent the mental realm, our thoughts. So is it just our own fears being projected onto us as uh, old programmings of self-sabotage, or is it something that like when we start to feel, sometimes we feel ourselves even just not wanting to feel. That's what keeps us stuck, and only being in the mind. So if she felt around and she could get herself unstuck, you'd see clearly that you're not really stuck. There's opportunities around you. It's about overcoming that fear too. Because you're trying to balance things. You want that happy family. You're working hard. There's an offer around you coming near in the near future, or has already showed up, but you kind of have some resistance to it. Let's see what the next card says. We only have so much info at the moment. Okay. What is hidden from you is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is very stable. He rules over a kingdom. He is the combination of all the four kings. And he don't take crap from nobody, not even from himself. So it's, activate that Emperor within you, that what it is that you truly want, your wish, that 10 of Cups is what you really want, is to have that happy family, that balance, that stability, feeling loved, supported. This Emperor is also very intuitive. It says to use your intuition. He's not bound by being like emotionally charged, and then that screws up your ability to be logical or practical in any matter. He's very grounded. He's got in this picture you see a dog laying by his side and a cat laying on his lap. So he has a very calm energy, and he's very connected with his environment. It could be also like For some people, if you're feeling stuck, seek the counsel of someone that represents like a father figure to you, if there's any around. Like some people are older and their father's not there. It could also be a representation that, like, if you're feeling stuck, you can, in a religious sense, you can ask your father to help you. You know, that's one way of looking at it as well. So it's either an older gentleman that has this wisdom of the ages that's able to help you, to kind of guide you to get out of that feeling stuck for yourself, or it's you that's going to allow yourself to listen to that internal voice that's very grounded and logical, practical, but it comes from your intuition. It comes from inside, like, because we have the divine masculine, divine feminine. And also has a lot of willpower. He's connected with nature. He's connected, and he's got a lot of peace within him. You wanted to see the cards are just laying right there. Okay, I was just looking at them to make sense of the story. Two of Pentacles, balancing things, wish fulfillment. This is what you were asking for. You're asking, you want things to be balanced so that you can attain this. And you're working very hard with the Seven of Pentacles to get there. There is an offer coming to you, but you feel stuck. Then you activate something about asking for help or activating it within you. Your own will, your own strength, your own, to be able to overcome that feeling stuck. Like you have everything going for you. It's just a matter of like dealing with yourself. But there's a part of you that's very strong. That'd be your spirit, your intuition, your higher self, God, your father. You know, it's how you look at it. And it seems to be like a helping hand in this case. Harmony. Well, at the next card it's the Chariot. The Chariot card just speaks about making a decision for yourself. Are you gonna keep yourself down in self-sabotaging patterns and allow that to happen and keep dwelling into self-pity, into grief, loss, end up with envy, jealousy, greed, vanity, whatever it is when you go down into those realms? Or are you going to choose to rise up, to bring yourself up to a royal status within yourself? Are you going to kick in your divinity, kick out the darkness, in a way heal the darkness, heal the shadow? What decision? The universe is saying you're balancing things. Two is always a choice card, but this is like also talks about balancing things because it has an infinity sign, so it's about the balance of, in this case, it's the coins. So it's the things you hold of value. So then you have, that's the beginning and that's the end. There's 7 cards. So in the beginning, you know you're balancing things because you know you have choices to make, but you're trying to hold on to both things or something like that, and it's not making sense because you're not accepting what's being offered to you. So now the universe is coming in with a major arcana card saying, okay, listen, and also offered the help, which is the 6th card, offered the help to be able to come and help you to get out of your stuck feelings, which is the 5th card. And the universe on the 7th card is saying, okay, look, what do you want? So it's a time of really reflecting, really looking at yourself with an honest, look at yourself honestly and see, okay, what is it that you actually want for yourself? Like, what is it, your whole inner being? Yes, you want this, the 10 of Cups. And yes, you're working hard on your money and all that. And money and love, yes, it has a similar energy, but the money is what you can do, right? And the love is what you can be. So the universe is asking you, what do you want to be? You can do all those things. What do you want? So it's just basically, that's probably This is like a very important message for someone. As a confirmation coming from a reader, from an outside source I know, you still got to be able to connect on the inside of yourself. I'm going to get a bit of clarifiers here. You still got to be able to connect on the inside of yourself to be able to get your true answers. Now, where's my other deck? I know oh, there it is. I have another tiny deck. I like them. In the pictures, they have so much to say. This one's a little bit more bent because I used it more and they end up curving. Alright. So let's get a clarifier for the first one, which was the Two of Pentacles. What's the clarifier for this viewer? What is the clarifier for this viewer for the Two of Pentacles here? Whoa, okay. Five of Wands. Just like a whole bunch of dragons. It's like people riding their dragons, and it looks like to be like there's a lot of it's like a battle in the air, like passionate battle, who's gonna win. So it seems to be a lot of arguments. And then we have also, as a Claire, there's two that came out. There was the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is usually new beginnings in a passionate way, like in a passionate direction. So you're trying to, there's Two of Pentacles. He's trying to balance the drama and the crap that's going on around him and trying to soothe fires and trying to, how they say put out fires. We got dragons. It's trying to say, like, trying to soothe all the energies around, trying to calm them. And at the same time, you feel passionate about a new idea, a new opportunity that's showing up for you that you feel could lead you to your Ten of Cups, which is the next card. So this is the clarifier for the Two of Pentacles here. Let's get a clarifier for the Ten of Cups here for our viewer. What is the clarifier for our Ten of Cups? What's that about? Clarifier for, is that the proper one? Yeah, okay, it is. There's two of them again. In the past, this is the deception card. Deception. You get stabbed and everything. This is the Five of Swords. Also, it's the people doing stuff in the background. It's ugly energy, basically. But in this card, see, it shows all these swords coming at this butterfly or dragonfly type, and he's just standing his authentic self. So regardless what happened in the past, and it was concerning love because we got the Two of Cups here. So there was an offer in the past. It's weird. It's talking about the past. Okay, just to clarify, in the past there was deception concerning a love relationship that you were in, and you do want this Ten of Cups with someone. It's just that you're still dealing with, in the past things weren't so good. Even though you stayed in being true to yourself, maybe they weren't true to you. So that's a very big possibility here for a viewer. And we're very compassionate towards that, because a lot of us understand that. What is the clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles, which is the Hard at Work card for our viewer? Whoa, okay. Let's see what we got. Alright. Seven of Pentacles. Geez, you got a lot of things to balance, don't you? Got the Seven of Swords, which is the old sneaky, sneaking around in the background, probably trying to ruin your reputation, and trying to take things away from you and stuff like that. It's like this is like the energy of sabotage. It's also deception, sabotage, sneakiness, trying to take things away from you, talking bad about you, gossiping. So you're hard at work, but it's like you're Maybe someone's saying you're not doing enough. You're not doing good enough. So you work even harder. That's going to drain you after a while. So you're working so hard because you're still looking for that 10 of cups. It showed up again. And this time in your work, like that fulfillment, that wish fulfillment. So you always have, like, no wonder the first card that came out was that, the balancing energies, things you hold of value, your work and your love life. Basically, that's your two wants. It's not, the last card is Chariot. It's not that, okay, it's not that you can only choose one or the other. It's how do you balance that on the inside to get the best of both? Like, what shadows do you have to overcome inside of you? What made this magnet just do crap and everything? You must have dealt, this is King of Swords, you must have dealt with someone that was very, like, sharp tongue, uh, quick to talk, answer, someone that kept kind of playing with your mind, or doing hypnosis type of thing, like always saying things until you start believing it's true about yourself and it's not true. You could have been dealing with an air sign of types as well. So that's why you feel stuck, because this is associated with these Page of Pentacles. Someone made you an offer, but it comes from this King of Swords, and you're like, no, because it made you feel, after it made you feel stuck. Like, no, that's not what I'm looking for exactly. It's nice that I got an offer, but I'd rather just do like the Emperor, sit on my throne and wait for what is aligned and resonates with who I am. So you're refusing the offer that you got from that King of Swords. It's understandable. It could have been the one that was going around with all those other swords, trying to keep you trapped, embezzled, and entrapment, trying to keep you trapped in their own little world, and they take your energy, they drain you. It's like snuffling out your light or something. It's like you don't like that you felt stuck. That's the Eight of Swords. That's the next one we're clarifying. What is the Eight of Swords, and what does it mean for a viewer? What is the Eight of Swords? What's that about? What's the Eight of Swords about? Eight of Swords came with certain dynamics. Three of Pentacles. In this card here, like usually on the traditional Rider Waite, you see three women, or no, you see one person in front and two other people, one with a type of a scroll or something, and it's like it's supposed to talk about collaboration and working together. In this one, you're working alone. You're supposed to be working in a group, but really you're working alone. It's like you're doing all the work, and even in the relationship you did have that things weren't going so well, you did all the work. You kept everything stable. You even went to work, come back, and the other one wasn't doing much, wasn't really participating. And all they thought of doing is playing these mind games by saying you're not doing enough, and then you'd fall for that trap by saying, well, what do I mean? And of course, from our upbringings and whatever, we think if someone says we're not enough, we got to show double the effort to prove that we are. We have to prove it, right? And they know this, so that's why they use that method. And then you end up just in that cycle. And you must have dealt with someone that had early childhood traumas and stuff, and became narcissist towards life in general, and just fed that demon inside of them that just takes over, and they're not feeding, they're feeding the dark, the shadow side, instead of shining their light. So like they say, people that has been hurt will, unintentionally or consciously, whichever, they will hurt other people. And it's not until they get healed that until they transmute that energy, they're not ready for a relationship with anybody. And they'll just play games to try to keep people in their lives because they don't want to be alone. So in the past, there was this group dynamic, and or it was a third party situation type of thing, but all this around you and stuff, and you thought you could have faith with it, it made you feel like you were stuck. Either people ganged up on you or something like that, and you didn't like it, and it made you feel like you're nothing, basically. But let's get a clarifier for the Emperor. And it doesn't matter what your gender is, but if this is specific for a person, maybe you are female, but it doesn't matter if you're male or female, if this whole reading also represents your, resonates with your life as well, what happened so far. It's not gender specific, it just shows an aspect, because even if you're female, you could still be a masculine divine, and you gotta work to open your divine feminine. And even if you're, you know, it's not gender specific here. It's just we're talking about energies. You take it how it resonates. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, have fun throwing it out. So what is the clarifier for the Emperor card? There's one that popped out. King of Cups. Rise up as the Emperor is rised up on his throne, in touch with nature. King of Cup, King of Cup comes to. I said he was the energy of all four kings, and to clarify which aspect of the four kings he's depicting on this one. In this case, practice your self-care, but don't fall into your emotions. The King of Cups is not emotionally charged. He does the self-care in a practical way, logical, rational way. You know, you need sleep. You don't get all emotional. When you need to sleep, you sleep. But get yourself on a schedule, on a good routine, a good schedule, and the proper amount of sleep that you need. Because if you don't sleep enough, you'll be exhausted. If you sleep too much, you'll be tired all day. So it's up to you. But it's specifically on the aspect of your self-care, and it has to do with your physical self-care, your mental self-care. Listen to music or meditations or vibration, frequency, sounds, something to get you out of your head, get you out of thinking. Stop the monkey mind from going round and round, and just tell it to shut up while you're listening. You're focusing your attention on something else that is more pleasing and actually soothes and calms yourself down, okay? Aromatherapy works very well. It's because aromatherapy soothes anything that touches, it soothes your senses. Anything that touches all five of your physical senses and that is soothing, but you don't overindulge in it, you just a little bit in moderation, right? And then start with that. Start with things that you feel and use that in a daily routine. See how you feel, because you got to create some type of stability. You got to build a foundation for yourself, and that foundation has to be self-care, and you got to put yourself as priority number one, because you've been very hurt and you've been overgiving, and your dream is still there and still possible, but all this other stuff is getting in the way. So you got to clear all that stuff by loving yourself more, by choosing yourself, making yourself the priority, not in a selfish way, in a way that keeps your vitality going so you can continue helping and doing what you need to do, but also knowing when to say no. That's part of your self-care, knowing when to say no. Some people will try to ask, like, especially family, especially those that are loved, oh, you don't love me no more. They're going to try to pull on your emotional strings. That's why the King of Cups showed up, not the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups, he is not easily swayed by emotions, demonstration of emotions from other people. Although he is full of emotions and love and everything, he is not swayed by other people's emotions, especially when they're trying to use it as a manipulation tactic just to get you to do what they want. So, and then they just took your energy because you just gave in and you said yes. So practice saying no. It's healthy. I have a saying. I said it to my stepmom not long ago. I said, you could use this saying, and it has a nice little flow to it. Say, I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. It's not saying to the universe you can't. It's another way, a creative way of saying no. They don't want to listen to just the word no, and they think no is yes. And you say, what if I could, but I can't, so I won't. Then it makes them thinking you got time to just hop, skip away. You do things out of integrity. Okay, this King of Cups is very much about that too. It's that integrity part. You do things because you want to, not because you feel you have to. Okay? There are times in life where you have to. If my stepmom or dad gets sick or something, I know I'm the one that's around, that's the closest, that's here, and I know that it's my duty. I gotta drop everything and because I took on that responsibility. I chose that, and I told them all, this is what I'm doing for the family. So this is my responsibility. It doesn't matter when it is or what time and all that. If the call comes, I'm there. Okay, I chose that. I did that decision with integrity, and I have faith in the universe that if and when that day comes, that the universe will provide me with the proper amount of rest that I needed before. Just somehow, some way, everything will just fall in the right way. Just I'll wonder, I'll wake up, how come I have so much energy? And usually I don't. Well, it's because something's coming. But it doesn't mean it's always negative. It's just, I have faith that the universe will prepare me in the right way to be efficient and be able to help in the right way for my family as well. Because I told them, I want to do this out of integrity anyway. Okay? Because that's what matters for me. So I chose this. So you guys, you choose what it is that is important to you in your self-care methods. You choose that routine that is the one that brings you your best vitality. Okay? So let's see what the Chariot card is. Let's get a clarifier for that. Ooh, Chariot. Ooh, okay. Well, whatever the decision is, it's going to be a major transformation in your life. It's going to change things. You're not going to be the same person anymore. The Death card came out. But the Death card doesn't mean death. It means transformation. It means out with the old, making space for the new. And it's the new that you choose and that what you want. And it's also the new. You're gonna basically transmute the energies of shadow of what you were and the behaviors that didn't work. You're gonna see it for what it is. You're gonna, understand it. It's not to be relived. It's to be, okay, all right, I see you. I see how I've been. And that, okay, now I get it. And then once you have that realization for yourself, that's why you got to go inside. And once you have it and you see it for what it is, that honest look at yourself there, that's what it is. You're looking at yourself. And then you're like, okay, I choose to let go of this. So it's the choice card, right? It's choosing which way you want to go. And choosing, it's basically, it's you can make it simple, although it's not simple to go through because we have emotional attachments to how we were, of things, people's, places, things like that. So uh letting go is really surrender. That surrender feels like death, but after that initial death of the ego, death of those things that you don't help you in your own growth and expansion. After that, it's transformation. After a cycle ends, a new one begins. That's how this life is made. So don't worry about that. It's just major transformation that will affect every part of your lives. But you'll become a new person. But you'll always be yourself. You'll know better for yourself, and you'll be able to expand on things you only dreamt about before. And you'll be setting yourself in the right energy to be able to attract what it is you really want, which is that Ten of Pentacles. And it came out twice. Like, even in the clarifiers, we got two Ten of Pentacles. Sorry. Two Ten of Cups. Like the ultimate wish fulfillment, the happy, loving family, the everything going well, like a happily ever after feeling. And then after that, it's up to you to maintain that once you have it. Okay? Is to continuously seek new creative ways to be able to upkeep all that and to keep it growing and to keep it going. So this is the message for whoever it is that needed this, and I heard it. And just to let you know, Cosmic Turtle is a little blunt. when the message comes through. And sometimes the definitions of the cards, it has the basic general understanding of it, and depending what's beside it, it changes the definition, but it's also intuitive and channeling. So it comes up with other aspects. And maybe not everyone understands them, and that's okay, because this is meant maybe for just a select few of you, and maybe only certain parts resonate. But for the person that it's for, let me know in the comments if it is yours. If it's not, that's fine. I accept all comments. I'm not someone that's blocking them. So yeah, this is the message that comes through for someone that needs to hear it. So this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and you'll have yourself a great day, and we'll see you next time.